We are live at the Aquatic Center at Mylan Park in Morgantown, West Virginia for Winter 2021 CWPA Men's Mid-Atlantic Water Polo Conference West Action. This is our third of 3 games on this Saturday, February 13, 2021. Our third and final game of the day will feature the Gannon Golden Knights of Erie, Pennsylvania, and the McKendree Bearcats of Lebanon, Illinois. Gannon, the gauntlet of this division. In fact, Gannon has finished the regular season unbeaten in conference play for regular season in each of the past 4 seasons. Gannon, through our research, has won 28 consecutive regular season division games, and also 9 straight conference games overall. The last trip up was actually against McKendree in the 2018 MAWPC West semifinals. Coming up on the CWPA network, Gannon, McKendree. Gannon 7-1 all time against the Bearcats. Will it be win number 8?
Don't give it to me easy, I like a little challenge. When it feels better when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning state, burning wheels, turning this on, going thing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a CWPA Network broadcast of the MAWPC West Tournament, hosted by Salem University at Mylan Park Aquatic Center in Morgantown, West Virginia. Our free regular season broadcast is brought to you courtesy of Cap 7 and the Collegiate Water Polo Association. Hope you're having a pleasant evening, everyone. Scott Weiss here. Saturday, February 13th, 2021. Our third and final game of the day features in the dark caps the Gannon University Golden Knights, and in the white caps the McKendree University Bearcats. Gannon on the season 3-0, listed at 2-0 in conference play. McKendree 1-0 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. McKendree earlier on this February 13th really took it to the Washington and Jefferson Presidents, defeating W&J by a count of 24-6. Got a lot of players on the score sheet, at least 10 it seemed, and it's 3 freshman field players get on the board. And to clear the record, number 5 for Gannon is Vlad Puskovich, not Ben Brower, so I wanted to get that straight. That has been brought to our attention, so thank you for bringing that up. Our listed officials: Andy Madsen, the head official, joined by Elijah Fellers. We would have 4 8-minute regulation quarters here in the varsity circuit with 30-second shot clock. If we are knotted up at the same score after 32 minutes, we would have 2 3-minute overtime sessions. Still tied, we would have 3-minute sudden death until the next goal is scored. Shane Unger in his 3rd season for Gannon, while McKendree, coached by Colleen Wishley, the 2nd head coach in program history. Gannon, the defending MAWPC West champ. McKendree defeated Gannon in the MAWPC West semifinals in 2018. Then the Bearcats defeated Salem to win the conference title. Gannon in dark going left to right. McKendree in white, right to left. In our previous game of the day, which was a couple hours ago, Mount St. Mary's defeated Washington and Jefferson 17-10. Jason O'Donnell had quite a few goals in that one for the Mountaineers. We have a 2-meter area, a 5-meter area for penalty throws, and new for the season, 6-meter area. Goalkeeper for Gannon, Jacob Hollow. He is the 2-time defending MAWPC West Defensive Player of the Week. In fact, he's the first Golden Knight to win the award in back-to-back weeks. This is since the award had been created in 2010. Players are now huddling up, loving the ball a little, getting himself loose. Gannon 3-0 in the season. January 23rd picked up a 26-5 win over Mount St. Mary's. Then on February 6, 2021, but this time at Mount St. Mary's, the January 23rd matchup was here at Mylan Park. On the February 6th matchup, Gannon defeated the Mountaineers 22-10. Then later on February 6, 2021 at Mount St. Mary's, Gannon had a close one with Mercyhurst 9-6. In fact, that 9-6 win over Mercyhurst snapped the string of scoring 10 plus goals at 22 straight non-forfeited games. The Golden Knights had double figures in every non-forfeited game in the 2019 men's season. Jacob Hollow, the goalkeeper, is someone to keep an eye on, considering that he has already 253 plus saves as a sophomore. Now, if these were full-length seasons, he might have a chance to catch the number 1 saves leader, Brett Rarer, who had 1,088 from 2015 to 18. That's a long way to go. We're getting ready to tip off. McKendree in white going right to left. Gannon in dark left to right. McKendree would be back in the pool twice tomorrow on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2021, 10 a.m. Eastern. Plans on taking on Mount St. Mary's, and then at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, circumstances permitting, Mercyhurst take the pool against the Bearcats. 2 weekends from now is the planned MAWPC West Championship Tournament, tentatively scheduled to take place at Holman Aquatic Center in Erie, Pennsylvania. The top 2 finishers from that tournament would qualify for the following weekend's Mid-Atlantic Water Polo Conference Championship Tournament against the 6 MAWPC East institutions: LaSalle, Fordham, Iona, Naval Academy, George Washington, and Bucknell. Bucknell couldn't participate this weekend. In fact, today and tomorrow, George Washington versus Navy matchups were canceled. We are uncertain if any makeup dates would follow. So about to get you set for the 9th all-time meeting between Gannon and McKendree. Gannon leads the series 7-1. Most recent meeting was November 10th, 2019. Gannon defeated the Bearcats 15-14 in overtime to capture the 2019 Mid-Atlantic Water Polo Conference West title. Here's the opening sprint, controlled by the Bearcats. 30-second shot clock per possession. Bearcats going right to left and white and doing so all game. Now we'll take it from the point. Now at the 2 position. That's Nico Rodriguez. Hollow makes the save. Jacob Hollow. Don't want to mess with him, the sophomore. We'll make sure that everything he gets matters. The first offensive sequence now for the Golden Knights. An ordinary foul. And we have our first power play opportunity. It'll be taken by Gannon. Ori Scanlon is in net for McKendree in the 24-6 win over W.Va earlier. Scanlon played the first half, gave way to Jimmy Cronin in the second half. And Gannon will strike first. That's number 8, Robert Bolmansky, the junior. And it is now Gannon in dark 1, McKendree in white 0. Could be a lot of goals. Each of the previous 3 meetings between the 2 squads involved each program depositing double digits on each other. So this should be interesting to watch throughout. Set for the hole, and beats Hollow to it! Matthew Haygood does what needs to be done. It is now 1-1. McKendree gets the equalizer. Haygood, first team all MAWPC West in 2019. Also a Division II Association of College Water Polo Coaches All-America first team player in 2019. Set up. And a 5-meter free throw will be issued. I'm not sure if both hands were touched for the McKendree defender, or will it not be a 5-meter? It will be. And Ori Scanlon will try to defend. Gannon looks to regain the edge in the early moments of the opening period. Skip shot. And a boom. Vladimir Mikic, the sophomore. It's 2-1. Gannon on the successful penalty throw. Also be on the lookout for Anthony Squiglia, number 9, who had been named Mid-Atlantic West Player of the Week last week for Gannon. Now McKendree back on attack. McKendree has scored double figures now in 21 consecutive games, entering this one. It's been a while since Gannon had been held to 9 or fewer goals in back-to-back games. Last game Gannon played defeated Mercyhurst 9-6 last weekend. Picked off in the field by the Bearcats. McKendree started out as a club program in 2016, became varsity in 2017 for men. So this is the first true senior class for McKendree. And this is the 4th year of varsity. And Hollow is able to collect a loose change and dump it off quick. Gannon gains the ordinary foul from the point. Dribble. Fakes now to the 4. Back to the point. Comes it off to the left flat. 5 on the shot clock. Fakes and wow, don't get near him. How about Seth Johnson? Who would want to get near him? That's a dangerous one. You do not want to face that shot. That's brilliant. It's Gannon in dark 3, McKendree in white 1. 5 or so minutes to go in the first quarter. Plenty of splashing, but nothing doing for the Bearcats of Lebanon, Illinois. Gannon last year was 18-4, 6-0, and 8-0 in the conference, 6-0 in the regular season. In 2018, won its first 19 games of the season. The only loss had been in McKendree, 12-9 in the 2018 MAWPC West semis. And the Gannon show continues. A second goal for Bulmansky, number 8 in dark. Make it 4-1 and a 3-0 Golden Knight run. 28 consecutive regular season division wins for Gannon. Haven't lost a regular season division contest since October 9th, 2015. 12-11 decision at Mercyhurst. Now, each of the previous 3 meetings in this series have been decided by 4 or fewer goals. So McKendree just can't go away quite yet. And that's an example. Second goal of the game for Haygood, Matthew Haygood. And McKendree is back within 2. McKendree really needs Haygood to continue the offensive surge. Gannon hasn't lost a regular season conference game in each of the previous 4 seasons. Trying to continue that trend tonight. But McKendree pulls it back. Will dribble right to left now in white. Trying to gain numbers. Dances ahead, passes back. Back inside and beats Hollow. That's Jackson Spencer getting on the sheet. 2-0 McKendree run. The Bearcats are within 1, 4-3 Gannon. Shane Unger. Not sure if he's getting nervous quite yet on the sidelines for Gannon. But if McKendree able to get a stop and underscore, he might call timeout. Ordinary foul from McKendree. There's Anthony Squiglia. Might remember Thomas Squiglia as well a couple years ago. That is after the fact. No goal. Goal is not good for Dylan Schmitzero, who has at least 8 tallies on the season, 19 on the shot clock. You can see on the sideline near the shot clock, Shane Unger holding a water polo ball in his left arm, tucked in. There was Nico Rodriguez momentarily. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They'll take it, and Hollow will deny. Pick up Hollow now with the outlet. Gannon on the attack. Let's get shot. Scanlon made the save, but there's a reset. Lost the handle. It didn't go too far. McKendree, I believe, will go down the player for a second time. Any player who gets free ejections will be disqualified from the rest of the game. Now from the 5, inside 2 meters. Maybe should have pulled the trigger there. And it's even strength now. Blocked by Scanlon. Shot clock does reset since it hit the crossbar. And Gannon with Scaglia able to get back on the board. It's Anthony Scaglia's first. The reigning MAWPC West Player of the Week. And it's now Golden Knights in dark 5. Bearcats in white 3. It's been a crazy season. First of all, we usually play men's water polo in the fall. It's been postponed for winter. A lot of games had to get changed, canceled, postponed, moved. But glad that we're here right now. Because we have a tight one here in Morgantown. That's going to be foul called on the Golden Knights, and McKendree will be on its first power play. This is where getting one in could really be important. That's off the crossbar. Shot clock resets. Still on the man advantage. Trying to go with the pounce. Hit the end line. Jacob Hollow will have the goal throw. Close to a foul. Close to an exclusion. Now there'll be an exclusion, I believe, for a delay of game. So third power play here for Gannon. Trying to get up by 3. Try again, out of play. Goal throw for Scanlon. Corey Scanlon. Now at the outlet, 22 on the shot clock. The way this game's going, we could be looking at a preview of the MAWPC West Championship game in a couple weekends. And who knows? These teams could even play in March against each other at the MAWPC Championship Tournament at the Naval Academy, pending the circumstances. All depends on results. Batted in the air. Out of play. Onto the end line. 2 meter for Gannon. Scanlon. Second team all conference in 2019. Which was last season. Time winding down here in the first. And that will do it here for our opening period of play. Good one brewing at Mylan Park. It is Gannon and the Dark Caps 5. And the McKendree Bearcats in the white 3.
Hi, I'm Jack Bowen, and here's this week's goalie tip of the week. Today we're going to take a look at attacking a front court offense when you have a right-handed player at the left-handed wing. And one of the things that we want to think about as goalies is always honoring the shooter, but also thinking a half a step ahead of them. So when you have a right-handed player at a bad angle down on this side of the pool, instead of honoring them at the perfect geometric angle here, we can cheat back and still honor the shooter. Because if I'm here and he makes a pass across the field of play, I'm hung out to dry. And so instead, I'm going to cheat off of him a little bit geometrically to here. Now you can see my body's still honoring him. I'm not here or on my back. My shoulders are squared to the shooter, But if I'm in a game situation now and he makes the pass here, I'm set on the shooter. Whereas if he shoots, my body is still balanced to make the save. For more goalie tips, check out Collegiate Water Polo Association's video library.
Follow CWPA Varsity on Twitter at CWPA Water Polo. You can get more information on the game, schedules, streaming information, and more. That's at CWPA Water Polo, the Twitter account focused on Collegiate Water Polo Association Varsity Water Polo. We're entering the second quarter of play. It's Gannon in dark 5, McKendree in white 3. Gannon not pulling away quite yet. Looks like each time Gannon trying to seize on a free goal advantage, McKendree had other ideas. Gannon had the first goal of the game. McKendree got even. Gannon then got a couple more before McKendree found the board again. It's Gannon in dark going left to right, McKendree in white, right to left. Time to go 6-on-6 yet again. McKendree really needed that. Need to gain any momentum that's possible. Dribble aside. Take a dry pass at the half distance area. Now from the point, faking to the driver position. Well executed. Andrew Serrano with his first marker of the contest. And there's Gannon in dark 5, McKendree in white 4. And McKendree has come prepared for this brutal test. Maybe in motion. There is an opening though. Lost the handle. Had some butterfingers. Gotta watch out, Seth Johnson. He had his hand up. Why wasn't there a foul? Well, what a doinker! Third goal of the game for Matthew Haygood. And we are knotted up at 5 goals apiece, thanks to this 2-0 McKendree run, close to a minute into the second period. Shane Unger has not used a timeout yet on the bench for Gannon. Right now, sloppy play for the Golden Knights. Winners of 28 straight regular season conference games. Where is Scanlon able to bat that where needed to, thanks to the post. Preliminary foul. Haygood. Kick it out. 15 on the shot clock. Now 10 on the shot clock. And Hallow concedes. First goal. First lead of the game for McKendree. That's the second goal of the game for number 12, Jackson Spencer. It's a 3-0 run for the Bearcats. McKendree has not defeated Gannon in a regular season matchup. Again, the Golden Knights have won 7 of 8 meetings in series history. Now the play. We'll throw for Scanlon. 3 in the first, 3 in the second for McKendree. 5 in the first, 0 so far in the second for the Gannon Golden Knights. And now McKendree is in a better position now on the power play. Timeout might be called if there's a goal here. Unger is sitting down right now. He's trying to stay calm. Turnover from McKendree. This is a Gannon team that usually scores double figures just about every game. In 2019, had only 3 games with 20 or more scores. We'll take it near the half-distance area, trying to approach 6 meters. Inside, trying to bat it home. Hollow won't have it. Now 5 or so minutes left in the second, maybe less. 1 goal lead for McKendree in the Whitecaps. That does not cross. There was a wide opening. Right now, the heavens being kind, the water polo heavens being kind to McKendree. Fires touched with both hands out of play by Hollow. Be a 2 meter. And that was quick. Set for the hole. Blocked down in the field by the Golden Knights. Gannon possession. Gannon lost 2 of its final 3 games last season. 16-11 to Fordham, 17-13 to Johns Hopkins, but ended the MAWPC Championship Tournament with a 15-9 victory over LaSalle. And right now, this second quarter is nightmarish for Gannon. Yes, no 3-goal lead. 2 or 3-goal lead is safe for Gannon against McKendree. Set up near the driver position now, 10 seconds on the clock. But the whole guard snatches it. McKendree has 2 games scheduled tomorrow, which is Valentine's Day. Gannon right now is probably relieved that this is the only game in the weekend. And I think Shane Unger calls timeout. 3:34 to go in the first half. 6-5, McKendree in white.
Cap 7 is a small company that started out of the back of our garages, and we were doing clinics and camps around the country. We pride ourselves as a company with Cap 7 and Turbo to sponsor as much and give back to the sport as much as we can. Last year we gave over $250,000 back to the sport, and all our products are built by water polo players and for water polo players.
It's your #1 video source for everything water polo. It's the CWPA YouTube channel. Check out the Tip of the Week series, Inside Water Moments, Highlights, Game of the Week, and more. Visit youtube.com and search CWPA Water Polo. That's the halfway point in the second quarter here in Morgantown, West Virginia. It's McKendree in white 6, Gannon in dark 5. Our third and final game of the day. Those of you wondering where were the games involving George Washington and Navy, those games for this weekend have been canceled. Hopefully there'll be some makeup dates that the circumstances permit. Out of the timeout called by Shane Unger and Gannon. Under 3:40 to go in the first half. McKendree has scored 3 unanswered. All in this second quarter. Spencer, Andrew Serrano, Matthew Haygood on the board this second quarter for the Bearcats. Out of the timeout, this is a must-do of a situation for Gannon. Winner foul called on the Bearcats. And that is some stifling pressure. Blocked in the field. Gotta be careful you don't use both hands, otherwise there would be a 5-meter penalty assessed. Now it's McKendree going right to left and white, egg beater motion, and sailed it really wide. Jacob Hollow will have it. And McKendree is in the defense. Anthony Scaglia with just 1 goal, the reigning conference player of the week. And to shut a player like him down means you're in business. McKendree will spin off the crossbar. Hollow, as a freshman, 225 saves. Not sure if we'll have as many this season due to the limited schedule. Under 10 on the shot clock, and that is sailed right. Gannon has scored in every quarter this season in games that have counted. But under 3 minutes to go in the second, yet to put one on the board this quarter. 13 on the shot clock, nearly picked off. Reset. Now from the point. Oh wow, off the noggin and past Hollow. That's a goal for number 9. Michael Rojas. Unconventional score, but Colin Wishley and company will take it. McKendree find a way to beat Gannon. Be the first time the Bearcats would defeat the Golden Knights in a regular season contest, but also McKendree had to feel really good about itself, but Gannon gets back on the board in the meantime. Robert Bomanski, his 3rd score, and only the first goal of the second quarter for Gannon, getting outscored 4-1 this second frame. It's 7-6 McKendree in white over Gannon toward the latter stages of quarter number 2. Ordinary foul. Will fire. Bullseye. Haygood. That might be his 4th for the game. Matthew Haygood gets the high fives. Job well done. Back to a 2-goal lead for McKendree. McKendree 2 goals away from a 22nd straight 10-goal offensive output. And now back on the attack. It's Ethan Hamp, who entered with 8 goals in the season. He's been silent. Shot clock under 10. Repressure skipped. Back in play. Out of play. Looks like a 2-meter from the far side by Gannon. Roy Scanlon, that's a scary play. Scary sequence. Partial tip. Showing. It's a clean pick by Nico Rodriguez. Time running short here. Set up. McKendree. There's an opening if they can get the ball back. Shot clock's unplugged. And the 6-on-5 opportunity. Perhaps, yep. McKendree will be on the 6-on-5. Or will there? Will be thrown back into play. Out of play. In the ring of Colin Wishley called timeout. You only get 1 30-second timeout per game. but just to set up the play. And the difference between 2 or 3 goals could be devastating for the team trailing. The shot clock is unplugged. And that is out of play. Goal throw for Hollow. And McKendree will enter halftime in the lead, down 5-3 entering the second quarter. A 5-1 scoring run since, and that will go out of play, and that is how the second quarter comes to an end. It is now halftime here in West Virginia. McKendree in white has a 2-goal lead over the defending MAWPC West champion Gannon Golden Knights, and we'll see if this continues.
Hi, my name is Kelly Mann, and I played for Stanford and currently for the New York Athletic Club. Let's ramp up the degree of difficulty on our off-the-water shots by adding a defender. So let's talk about which of our 3 shots we would do based on where the defender is on your body. So if the defender's on your weak side, so for me I'm right-handed, that would be defender on my back but more on my left side, I would typically do the first shot we worked on, which is our basic underwater pickup, be able to maneuver the ball, and I typically would do a double leg kick away from the defender and then follow through on my shot. If the defender is on my opposite side, so I'm right-handed and they're on my strong side, so they're on the side with my arm, I wouldn't want to do that shot because they could get a hold of my elbow and hit it down and my shot would end up going up. So that's one of the ones where I would probably do more of a tee shot or a quick screw shot. Really fast, stays in front of me, and the defender really can't mess with it too much. If they do try to, it would typically be called a penalty, so you'll get the shot out of it anyway. And the last one, if the defender is directly on your back, that might be an opportunity too for you to take advantage of that and almost stroke even more, maybe a little bit longer, because the referee, if the defender's directly on your back like a backpack, is bound to call some sort of kick out. So to make sure to let go of the ball for a second, take a couple more strokes. If they're still not calling anything, then getting a quick shot off, whether it's a quick tee shot or just popping it up and pushing it off of the water. That's what I would do when a defender's directly on my back. Let's always remember, keep your hips up, elbows high, use that wrist, and get it off quick before your defender comes down on you.
And we welcome you back. Be sure to check out our new CWPA Remote Series Professional Edition on the CWPA YouTube channel. We have Olympian George Gross Jr. interviewing water polo alumni from a variety of schools and a variety of professions. We take a look at how water polo helped them in college and beyond. Be sure to like and subscribe. Third quarter about to be underway here in MAWPC West men's varsity action on this February 13th, 2021. McKendree in white leads this one 8-6. Matthew Haygood believed to have 4 of those 8 goals to lead the Bearcats. Scott Samuel Device here on CWPATV.com. Our third and final game of the day And we are streaming here from Mylan Park. It's our 4th game we're streaming in the season. Last night we streamed MAWPC East Northern Section action, Fordham defeating Iona 17-11. Ordinary foul called. Skip shot. Out of play. Goal throw for Jacob Hollow. Nate Winkler is the backup goalkeeper 1A for Gannon, but the Golden Knights do not necessarily have to go to him at this point. Gannon down by 2, which seems like a lot at this point, the way that McKendree played in the second quarter. Set for the hole. Ori Scanlon is still in the game. In the 24-6 win earlier today over Washington and Jefferson, Scanlon played the first half, then gave way to Jimmy Croden in the second half. That was because there was a 14-2 halftime lead over the Presidents. McKendree regains control. Rodriguez. Out to Josh Carlson. Carlson fakes, fires. Goal throw for Hollow. A minute into the third. Gannon now with the rock going left to right. Wet pass at the half distance area. And this is uncharacteristic right now for Gannon to be struggling like this. 5-3 after the first quarter. We're thinking, okay, usual Gannon self. Not the case right now. Just 1 second quarter goal. That time able to confiscate it with a ricochet. Although fortunately a sophomore, and in the circumstances, a couple more years, even sharpen his game and really be fine. Now on the far side, taken aback by McKendree, going right to left. Carlson. Whistles are silent. No complaints from the Bearcat bench. Ordinary foul called against McKendree. Gannon now on the attack. Oh, that's a wicked shot. Took a mean hop. Scanlon back with the rock. In 2019, Gannon played overtime 3 times, once to Mercyhurst, once to Salem, and once to McKendree. All were wins. And it's a close game, so anything is possible at this point. But this will be a stunner if this result holds. It is an errant pass. Will touch the end line. Smart move by Hollow just to let it go. But right now, Gannon seems a little discombobulated on offense. And the ball is turned over. On fake, skip shot and the bang. Josh Carlson with his first tally of the game. 3-goal lead for McKendree. And I think Shane Unger has seen enough yet again. He called timeout. Unbelievable. It's a 6-1 scoring run since the end of first quarter. And McKendree is leading by 3. Here's an important aspect is the Alumni Initiative is a program that is very important to the CWPA. We're asking graduating seniors to get involved after their collegiate seasons are over in one of 4 ways. Become a referee, mentor, coach, or financial supporter. By engaging our alumni after graduation, we can add programs, make playing more fun, and reduce costs for participation. If you or someone you know is interested, contact the CWPA office at 610-277-6787 or send an email to office@collegiatewaterpolo.org. Now the scoring recap. Gannon 5 in the first, 1 in the second, none so far in the third. McKendree 3 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 so far in the third. And again, Gannon has won 7 of the 8 meetings in series history. The lone loss coming in the 2018 Mid-Atlantic Water Polo Conference West semifinals. Gannon had been undefeated in the season up to that point, finished that season 20-1 with a 3rd place finish. McKendree went on to the MAWPC championship, as that is going to result in a 2-meter in the corner on the far side. In the 2018 MAWPC Championship Tournament at Fordham, McKendree lost 16-6 to George Washington, 18-6 against Johns Hopkins, but picked up a 15-7 win against LaSalle. And that is a much-needed boost. That is a goal for Ethan Hamp, and I believe that's his first of the game. (9-7) now in favor of the team in the white caps. Hamp has at least 9 on the campaign. Gannon next weekend has a couple of games, I believe. In the tournament that Salem, I believe, prepares to host. Salem unable to participate this weekend, yet hosting this tournament, so thank you, Salem, for being able to keep this tournament up and running. Bearcats going right to left and white with a little bit of a stall. McKendree now leading by 2. Trying to avert the pressure. Next goal would make it 22 straight games with double figures in terms of offense, but Jacob Hollow doesn't want that to happen. He wants to prevent it. He can't allow anything else past him. It's been a while since Gannon had gone on a 2-0 run in this game, the first quarter to be exact. A 2-meter though being awarded at the 1. Now at the point, into the flat, inside. Wow, that was really errant. If McKendree can keep the lead entering the 4th quarter, Colin Wishley has to really be careful of strategy. Don't want to buckle down. As you beat Gannon, you're feeling pretty good at yourself. Still have to take on Mount St. Mary's. Jason O'Donnell, freshman from Beaconsfield, Quebec, really tough to handle. Then Mercyhurst. You don't want to overthink, but that wasn't an overthinking situation for Nico Rodriguez. Number 10 gets his first, and that makes it 10-7. And for the 22nd consecutive game, McKendree has at least 10 goals. And for the fifth straight meeting, McKendree has double figures. And that is a great counter scored by Robert Bomansky. He has, I believe, 4 of the 8 goals. A couple minutes ago in the third, 10-8 McKendree over Gannon. So Gannon has won each of the previous 3 meetings, including last season's MAWPC West title game, which was 15-14 in overtime. And Hollow now trying to strike down any potential score. But right now, Gannon really needs to get more. Nico Rodriguez looked a little puzzled, but able to recoup. Sending ahead. No whistle. It was 1 against 3. That's a really difficult situation to overcome if you're McKendree. Now, the Golden Knights again and back on the attack. Gannon will be on the power play. And we'll do the cross to the point. Unit 2 trying to bat it home. Not working this time. And now the reigning Rookie of the Year going to be tested again. Jacob Hollow. And the 2-time reigning Conference Defensive Player of the Week for this season, Hollow. Draws ordinary contact. Is to the right side now. Finks with the egg beater. Trying to punch it ahead. Set for the hole. And a little bit too much oomph on the pass. And the player is missing his cap. For McKendree. Gannon looking to get within 1. Trailed by as many as 3 in this period. And how about Scanlon? Ori Scanlon. This is the 4th year of McKendree men's varsity water polo. And the seniors have matured. Started with Greg Emdy as the head coach, and Colleen Wishley took over the men's program in 2018. Ball will be thrown out. We'll have a reset. Big boy time is running short here in the third. We'll be back in play. And that will do it here for the third period of play. 8 minutes away. McKendree on the cusp of ending the 9-game division winning streak for Gannon and the 28-game regular season win streak. The regular season game hasn't been dropped by Gannon since 2015. Can McKendree survive?
You're watching the CWPA broadcast brought to you by Cap 7.
Hi, I'm W.Va with Cap 7. There's one more quarter to go in this game. Fourth quarter coming up now.
The Collegiate Water Polo site is now mobile friendly. Check out collegiatewaterpolo.org to stay up to date on league news, schedules, and new initiatives as we continue to grow the sport of water polo. The McKendree Bearcats and the Whitecaps lead it 10-8 over the Gannon Golden Knights of Erie, Pennsylvania, entering our final quarter of regulation here at Mylan Park. This is a 2-day tournament. We plan on having 2 games tomorrow, one at 10 a.m. Eastern, one at 1 p.m. Eastern on the CWPA network, Mount St. Mary's and McKendree. And then Mercyhurst and McKendree. Boy, McKendree with a win over Gannon would snap the Golden Knights' 28-game regular season division win streak, 9-game division win streak. Actually, scratch that, 12-game or 10-game division win streak. Yeah, 10-game division win streak. Won twice this year, so pardon. Won 8 games last year in the division. So they're trying to go for 12. So Gannon won its final game in 2018, then all 8 last year, 2 this year, yeah, that were counted in the league. So 11 straight division wins for Gannon, that's on the line. Golden Knights win the tap though. Good news is this game is close. So, you don't have to let it get away. In the process, Gannon gains a 6-on-5. There is some confusion. Did Nico Rodriguez interfere? I wonder if there's a player who had an injury, might be a little discombobulated. Health and safety is important. And close to the 2-meter area, looks a dry pass, another one, spins it to the side. John Vieira. Off the noggin, McKendree will take advantage. Haygood will give it back to Scanlon. 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third for Gannon. 3 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third for McKendree, which trailed by 2 entering the second quarter. Led 8-6 at the half. Hollow able to bat that away. Jacob Hollow. Another close for comfort call. From the 1. And that will go over the net. Hollow has an important goal throw. Should Gannon lose this game and McKendree win the rest of its schedule, McKendree would be the 1 seed 2 weekends from now at the MAWPC West Tournament in Erie. It's tentatively scheduled for February 27th and 28th. Hollow now. And there will be a power play opportunity for the Golden Knights. Gannon really needs to find one right now. And they do! They're within 1 now, the Knights are. That's Robert Bomansky. Well, he's been very important this one. He's got 5. It's 10-9. McKendree in white. About 5 to 6 minutes left in regulation. Shot clock is 30 seconds for possession. You can't milk the clock here if you're McKendree. It's a 1-goal difference. It was once 10-7 in the third. So it's a 2-0 run for Gannon. Womansky has scored 3 of the last 4 Gannon goals. 1 the second, 1 the third, and 1 the fourth. Now with the half distance area, 7 on the shot clock. Fires and hollow. Puffing out his chest. 1-on-1. Scanlon needs to get back to his spot. And he can't. Gannon is back with a vengeance. 3-0 run. It's Ethan Hamp's second. And all of a sudden, we're knotted at 10 apiece. By the way, in the 2019 MAWPC West Championship game, Gannon led by 3 entering the fourth quarter. McKendree tied it up on a 3-0 run. McKendree led by 1 after the first overtime period, but a 2-0 run in the last overtime session gave the Golden Knights the 15-14 overtime title win. Drago Marjanovic had 7 tallies in that game, that title game for the Golden Knights. Golden Knights looking to go ahead for the first time since leading 5-3 and 5-4 in the first half. Since 5-4 in the second quarter. McKendree looking to get that lead back. If we happen to remain tied once the horn sounds, there'd be 2 3-minute periods. There's wide left and hollow. We got it back. In case you're wondering how many balls each institution's required to have in a game, you need a minimum of 5 on hand. Now these balls are getting a lot of use right now. 10-10. Gannon trying to get its first lead since the second quarter, and that won't count. And McKendree's going to call a timeout. Not a lot of time left here. Gannon in dark 10, McKendree in white 10, 4:16 to play here in regulation.
Hi, I'm Jack Bowen, and here's this week's goalie tip of the week. Today we're going to take a look at attacking a front court offense when you have a right-handed player at the left-handed wing. And one of the things that we want to think about as goalies is always honoring the shooter, but also thinking a half a step ahead of them. So when you have a right-handed player at a bad angle down on this side of the pool, instead of honoring them at the perfect geometric angle here, we can cheat back and still honor the shooter. Because if I'm here and he makes a pass across the field of play, I'm hung out to dry. And so instead, I'm going to cheat off of him a little bit geometrically to here. Now you can see my body's still honoring him. I'm not here or on my back. My shoulders are squared to the shooter. But if I'm in a game situation now and he makes the pass here, I'm set on the shooter. Whereas if he shoots, my body is still balanced to make the save.
For more goalie tips, check out Collegiate Water Polo Association's video library.
Colleen Wishley calling a timeout there. McKendree has 2 left. Gannon has 1. New team is led by more than 3. McKendree, I believe, did lead 10-7. Not terribly long ago in the third quarter. 3 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third, 0 in the fourth for McKendree, 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth for Gannon. I don't think that's going to count. However, there will be an exclusion foul called on Gannon. So the Bearcats on the power play. And a dry pass. Dunk it off. Move ahead. Fire. I think they're... There's a lot of confusion. It will be possession for Gannon. Under 4 minutes to play in regulation. Stopped in the field by Ori Scanlon. Scanlon now with a lengthy outlet. Already inside 6 meters. Back it up to the half distance line. Now on the near side at 6 meters. By the way, goalies are allowed to cross the half distance line if they choose. Wow, that did not go as planned. Hollow now with a quick outlet of his own, approaching 3 minutes to go, and what a steal! Open water with one player lurking. Now he's on defense. That's a defensive gap, and beeps Hollow. Nico Rodriguez makes the Gannon defense play with his second tally of the game. McKendree in white 11, Gannon in dark 10. And if that's the game winner, Shane Unger is going to be haunted with his team on that. Boy, that was a huge defensive gap. Gave a wide open lane. Looked like someone was coming on defense, then turned back. Hollow wasn't ready. 11 to 10. Now the play. Full throw for Ori Scanlon. Well, the thing is, Scanlon seems to rush his flows. So they definitely want to get on attack. Maybe an motion for the Bearcats. Still in ordinary. And I don't think that counted. Otherwise, Michael Rojas would have given him a 2-goal lead. And it's a great takeaway for McKendree, now up a goal. 28-game regular season division win streak on the line for Gannon. And that gets off the shoulder of Hollow and through. Third goal of the game for number 12, Jackson Spencer. 12-10. McKendree. And you had a feeling that if McKendree would hang around the whole time, that maybe, just maybe, Gannon could potentially fall. Go inside the 2, back to the hole, and deposits to the right side. It's a goal for Marty Caverman. Haven't really heard him today. He's had 6 to 8 goals entering today's game. And it's 12-11. Rodriguez. Out to Haygood. Haygood getting defended by Squeglia. That there was an offensive foul called on McKendree. 12-11 Bearcats. The team at one point led by 3. Schmitzero. Set at the 2. Dry pass. will fire out of play. Scanlon will get the goal throw. So this is the last game of the weekend for Gannon. McKendree has two tentatively scheduled tomorrow, which is February 14th, 2021. And a win here for Gannon would be an early Valentine's gift, trying to share the love. Looks like we have a stoppage. McKendree will get the ball back. This is the 16th straight game in which McKendree has scored 10 or more goals. Actually, the 16th straight division game, to be exact, with double figures. Blocked in the field. Not a smart play. Shane Unger will call his final timeout, which is the right call because you're down by 1 with 32 seconds remaining in the game. 12-11 is the score. Again, we will do a reset. Gannon led 5-3 after the first quarter, but a 5-1 second quarter run from McKendree gave the Bearcats an 8-6 halftime lead. Each team had 2 goals apiece in the third, so it was 10-8 Bearcats after 3. And then Gannon got 2 unanswered to tie it at 10, but then 2 unanswered, one by Rodriguez, one by Spencer, made it 12-10. And Marty Kaverman put the Golden Knights back within 1. Now you see, that's the final timeout of regulation for Gannon. Gannon doesn't score here. This could be in trouble. There's 24 seconds left in the shot clock, so once we get under 30, the shot clock would essentially be unplugged. Next game up in the CWPA network is scheduled tomorrow, Sunday, February 14th, 2021, circumstances permitting, of course. Back here at Mylan Park would be Mount St. Mary's taking on McKendree. And even though Mount St. Mary's is on a 2-game win streak after a 17-10 win over Washington Jefferson earlier, we can't underestimate the Mount. If I'm not mistaken, could be the first time in MAWPC West histories in which 2 female head coaches are going head-to-head in MAWPC West action. Melissa Diacono is the head coach for Mount St. Mary's. Will pound it. Stop there by Scanlon. And Colleen Wishley will call a timeout, which you would think is absurd. Because essentially you have the ball, but here's why it matters that you need to call timeout. You don't want to do any costly plays. Even though it's an unplugged shot clock, Shane Unger's squad's going to press. And McKendree needs to get this right. With under 30 seconds left, about 23 seconds to go in the game, or so. Winner of this game will be in the driver's seat at the moment in the MAWPC West. Loser will at this point, we'll have to hope the other team stumbles a couple times in the coming games. Again, in 2 weekends from now, the MAWPC West Championship Tournament is on tap if the circumstances permit at home in Aquatic Center in Erie. McKendree, the 2018 champ, Gannon won it last year by a goal over McKendree in overtime. You gotta give Colleen Wishley a lot of credit. This is the 4th season of McKendree, so this is the first true senior class playing. First official graduating class, all 4 years playing. Started in 2017 with Greg MD, who sadly passed away last Thursday. Oh, what a finish, and that should do it! How about that? Josh Carlson could have put the nail in the coffin for Gannon. And boy, the upset could be complete. That is out of play. And Scanlon, well, will we need it? How about that, ladies and gentlemen? 28-game regular season division win streak is over for the first time since October 9th, 2015. Gannon falls in the MAWPC West regular season game. Also, that is the end of an 11-game division win streak. Overall, the final score, McKendree in the white 13, Gannon in the dark 11. Gannon drops to 3-1 on the season, 2-1 in division play. McKendree 2-0 overall, and in the conference. Matthew Haygood had 4. Jackson Spencer, I believe, had 3. Nico Rodriguez, Josh Carlson had 2 apiece, including the dagger toward the end. Michael Rojas had 1, and Andrew Serrano had 1. Robert Womansky tried to keep a minute for Gannon. He had about 5. Ethan Hamp had a couple. Anthony Squiglia, Seth Johnson, Vladimir Mikic, and Marty Caverman had solo tallies. So again, the final score, McKendree in white 13, Gannon in dark